Well, I'm here with breaking news from Louis Vuitton. I don't know if you've heard, but there's a huge surprise coming our way. All of those lovelies of mine, my subscribers who commented under my many 2025 20th anniversary Takashi Murakami videos, the multicolor, the cerises, the cherry blossom videos. I did like 6 videos or something, and I bought a ton, as you guys can see in the background here. This is my new closet, my beautiful new bag wall, I call it, the bag display. Behind me, I bought a ton. You guys remember, I bought a ton. If you missed those videos, check them out. Go to my homepage. I'll put a playlist down in the description box as well. So yeah, I bought a ton. I did a ton of videos, and there were many of you who couldn't get a hold of any items or only just a couple of items, and you were very sad about it. Well, you do not need to be sad anymore, because Louis Vuitton had this trick up their sleeve this whole time, you guys. Louis Vuitton is celebrating 150 years of monogram canvas. You guys probably know, maybe don't know, Louis Vuitton, the founder, obviously, he designed the damier print right here. This was his design, the damier ebene canvas. That was the groundbreaking pattern, the design Louis Vuitton designed himself. But the monogram did not come for several decades after that. Only after Louis Vuitton's passing, after he passed away, his son George created the monogram canvas print. So that was 150 years ago. So Louis Vuitton is celebrating the 150th year of monogram canvas with a surprise drop of a whole bunch of Takashi Murakami items. Yes, there is a new release of new items, and some of the ones they already released under the 2025 20th anniversary celebration of the Takashi Murakami release that happened, like the first original Takashi Murakami drop. That was 20 years ago. Y2K stuff, right? Remember, you guys? Anyway, the 2025 20th anniversary celebration re-release of the Takashi Murakami collab. Obviously, we talked a lot about it, but then we thought it was gone forever, right? But no. They're doing more of the Louis Vuitton Takashi Murakami items in celebration of 150 years of monogram print. Okay, so they are releasing the same items, like some of the same items, but they're also adding some new items. I've got the whole 411 right here on my phone, the entire lookbook and everything. The drop is happening in January. I'm gonna give you all the information you need to know. All right, if you want to find out what's coming from Louis Vuitton for Takashi Murakami, just keep on watching. Hi my lovely people, welcome back to another fabulous luxury fashion video where I am going to talk about the latest Louis Vuitton Takashi Murakami 20th anniversary celebration re-release celebrating 150 years of monogram canvas. So you guys, before I get started with this video, I want to tell you something about the next video. The next video, you guys, is going to be me putting all my perfumes away in my new space for my fragrances. My husband, if you haven't met him, you get to meet him. I'm gonna recruit him, get his help to put my almost 700 perfume bottle collection in the new perfume closet inside this big closet that I just got installed. You guys know I paid a closet company to come and install my closet, which they did after a couple of hurdles. And there is a smaller closet inside the big closet that is going to be my perfume closet. So that is going to be next video. Please stay tuned for that. And at the end of that video, there will be a vlog sale for perfumes. If not, that may be a new video. We haven't decided yet. All right, let's jump right into this video. So you guys, I don't know if I told you guys, I'm a VIC. And I get to place my order before others, and I get to place my order here in a couple of days. So I will be putting in my order. The general public, it opens I think December 10th, but I'm putting in my order before that. So just know that the general public can order on December 10th. Okay, and I think the drop is actually in January, but you get to pre-order, essentially pay for your items and wait till January to get them on December 10th, from what I understand. There are some important things to know about this release. Let me pull up the lookbook first. All right, you guys, we've got a ton of stuff. Now let me make some things clear here. Yes, it's going to be Takashi Murakami items. Some of the items that they released last January for the 20th anniversary celebration, they're doing more of it, but they're also introducing a whole bunch more new items. But there's a caveat. These are just the white multicolor items. Now, I've got a theory about that. Hang on a minute. Okay, so just white multicolor, not the black multicolor, for now anyway. Wink, wink. All right, I've got my glasses on, my reading glasses on. I can't read without my reading glasses. The other thing I want to make clear is that it's not just Takashi Murakami white multicolor they're releasing in celebration of the 150th year of the Louis Vuitton Monogram canvas. They're also releasing other monogram items. Now, I have quite a lot to say about one of the versions they're releasing. So let me start with that. So they're releasing monogram canvas, but not, well, the regular monogram canvas that we oh, right here. Why don't I just show you my Neverfull GM that I have right here. So yes, this is what they're releasing, but not exactly this version. All right, you guys, let me explain to you what I mean by that. Let me grab another item. I need to explain this to you. My SLGs are down here in my drawers. I knew this was going to happen when I saw this. So you guys, this is the lipstick pouch that Louis released with the cosmetic release, the makeup release. By the way, I did a video on that as well. If you missed that, check it out. I have a part 2 of that coming up here soon because I bought a bunch more from it, including this item. So I noticed that when I got this, I noticed that the vachetta or vachette, it's vachette in French or vachetta in Italian. So I noticed the vachette is almost, it looks almost like a honey patina already. This is brand new. You know what I realized? You know how we all complain that the vachette is a pain. A lot of us aren't a fan of how it patinas, sometimes unevenly. This is the original type of canvas that will patina over time. This is very new, so it's almost white still, the vachette here. Over time this is going to darken and become kind of a honey color. But the problem with that is not all vachette is created equal, because some vachette does not patina evenly, right? So this is a problem that a lot of people have with the vachette. So what they're doing is giving us vachette in that honey patina that we all want to have, an even honey patina. But this is treated. So this is vachette treated in a honey color. The moment I saw this, I knew they were testing the market. I knew it. I should have dropped the part 2 video of my Louis Vuitton cosmetic release. If I had done that, I would have said that many weeks ago, and I would have looked like an absolute genius because I guessed it before it came. So I knew the moment I saw this, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're testing to see if the market loves this honey patina looking, already treated vachette, right? So I think they were testing the market with it, and I was right. Because with this 150th anniversary celebration release of Monogram canvas print, the regular Monogram, which is not so regular, I'll show you in a minute, they are essentially testing out a new version of the traditional Monogram canvas with this type of already honey patina looking treated vachette, and even the canvas is slightly different. Now this may just be the canvas, the different type of canvas here that looks very much, the print looks kind of like double lined. It looks kind of golden yellow, almost more golden, more yellow than your traditional. All of that stuff, right? Yes. It may be that they're just doing a little bit more special version of the Monogram just for this release. But I know though, this honey patina looking already treated vachette that we don't have to worry about taking in the rain. You don't have to worry about rain spots. You don't have to worry about, getting it stained. That's what I forgot to say. With the original vachette, you have to constantly worry about, oh gosh, if it's raining, you can't go. Like I can't take my Louis Vuitton GM never full if it's a rainy day, right? But not anymore, you guys, not anymore. You can take this out. You can take this out now, the new version out, because it's vachette that looks almost honey patinaed, but it's treated kind of like the Damier Ebene up there, or down here, I should say. Or like it'll be the same as Damier Ebene treated vachette here, because treated leather there, because you wouldn't have to worry about it. So that's a huge relief for Monogram lovers that don't love the vachette being so high maintenance, right? What I was trying to say is that this vachette though, this new treated vachette that looks like honey patina, this is going to be permanent. I have a feeling that going forward, they're testing the market with this 150th celebration of this release. They're testing this vachette if people like this version of the vachette with the Monogram. Now this special type of version of canvas, Monogram canvas, may be just unique to this 150th anniversary release. It could be that after this release is done, when they go back to normal, collection, they will go ahead and still keep the same canvas with this version. But going forward, we would get this treated vachette. That's what I'm guessing. And I am the oracle. I'm telling you, that's what they're trying to do. Okay, so keep that in mind. So if you are a fan of all the trouble that vachette came with the traditional vachette, the staining, the beauty marks, as Minx for All calls it, if you're a fan of, and you're not worried about getting it stained, and you consider it kind of like telling a story and all that, you're going to be missing that. So you go out there and you buy your original vachette now, because it's about to change. That's my prediction. Unless, of course, the market says otherwise with this release. If everybody kind of hates the treated vachette, like that already looks like honey patina. Me personally, I like that. I like this type of carefree vachette that still gives us vachette that looks like already patinaed, honey patinaed vachette. I'm a fan of that, okay? When I first got that pouch, I'm like, oh my gosh, did they give me something that sat out in the sun, in the warehouse or something, like it's already patinaed? No, that was treated. And all of the items in that makeup collection was treated vachette. Anyway, so my guess is that these are essentially a test to see if the market likes it. Okay, my neighborhood is obsessed with leaf blowing and lawn care, mowing. All my neighbors hire people all day to mow the lawn and everything else. There's mowing noise all the time. I'm sorry, you guys, if you can hear that. Okay, before we start going through the lookbook, I want to make a few things clear. So for the 150th anniversary of the Monogram, Louis Vuitton is not just releasing the Takashi Murakami items in white multicolor, for now anyway, wink wink. I'll get to that here in a minute. But they're also releasing a new type of Monogram line you know, like not your traditional, you know, monogram. It looks like it, but slightly different, with a new kind of treated vachette that looks like the honey patina vachette as we know it, okay? But a new, slightly different monogram version of a line of items. And then also they're releasing four different colors of monogram items. And there's other stuff. So there's more than just Takashi Murakami. I want to make that clear before I start going through this lookbook. I'm blind without my glasses, so I have to wear them, you guys, okay? To read. Okay, let me start with that new type of monogram that they're releasing. It looks like a new kind of monogram canvas, but this might be leather, you guys. That looks like the monogram canvas here, because it's under the leather goods heading here, and after the last leather goods it didn't change the name. So I think this may be leather. That's why this looks different. Look, the monogram print looks different, but it's still like brown, like the brown canvas, right? And it's printed on, the monogram's printed on kind of weird, okay, kind of different, all right? And it has this new honey patina looking treated vachette on it. Anyway, with the leather or canvas, here they are, okay? There is an Alma BB trunk. I am so salivating over this one because a trunk, Alma trunk, that looks delicious, okay? It has a beautiful little gold studs and a gold chain and the 4 trunk corners and a trunk looking lock, it looks like. It has a nice giant luggage tag, and then in the same type of either leather or monogram canvas looking leather or actually monogram canvas. Next item is this this Noe trunk. It actually has, it's a Noe with trunk corners. Isn't that cute? It has like a braided couple of handles that looks like it's braided and a nice luggage tag, and then there is the side trunk, soft side trunk in mm, and then there is Speedy Trunk 20. It's a Speedy trunk, which we're familiar with. Then we have 4 different colors in monogram. So we've got first this beautiful beige-ish monogram canvas. It's like a beige background with that honey patina color monogram print, which really complements the honey patina looking treated vachette here. There is an Alma BB, which is not a trunk, a regular Alma BB. There is a Neverfull. There is a Pochette Métis. There is a Speedy Bandolier 20 in the new version. There is a All-In BB. There is a Carryall MM. There's a Pochette Accessoire. There's a Pochette Clay PM. There is a Passport cover. And then we move on to the pink versions of these monogram. There are these hot pink items with that again treated vachette. There's an Alma BB. There is a Speedy Bandolier 25. There is a side trunk PM. There's a Pochette Clay PM. There is a Porte Cartes card holder PM. There's a Passport cover in the new model. There is a Nano Speedy. And then we move on to the light blue, almost a sea blue, sea foam blue. There's a side trunk MM in this color. There is Alma BB. There is Pochette Hills, which is a new silhouette that almost looks like the one that Chanel just came out with. I don't know who's copying whom, but there is a Passport cover in the new model. There's a Victorine wallet. There is a Pochette Clay PM. There's a Zippy coin purse. Now we move on to the beautiful, almost sage green, beautiful green, very pastel. These are all pastel colors. These will be perfect for spring. Of course, they're thinking ahead with the white monogram and these colors for spring. There is a Victorine wallet in the green monogram. There's a Porte Cartes card holder in green monogram. And that's all the lookbook is showing. I know there is a green Speedy, I think, too. There should be more, but for some reason it's not on this lookbook for whatever reason. Maybe in Europe that's all they're doing, and it's different for the US. And then there is a a bunch of capucines now. So we're now venturing into the capucines, and then we're going to move on to the white multicolor items. So the capucines come in several versions. This kind of multicolor looking capucine on the white background, which is leather. It's a capucines BB large. And then there's a black version of it with the multicolor monogram print with seems gold hardware. There is a beautiful blue, powder blue capucine with a multicolor, white multicolor tag. So these are, I guess, part of the white multicolor release. And then we move on to the white multicolor items, the section we've all been waiting for. I told you guys they're releasing some of the same items they released last January in white multicolor, but they're adding more items. This is one of the newly added items. This is Carryall East West, which is beautiful white monogram canvas, and it has these new luggage tags they're doing. You guys have these like studs, kind of like the Valentino studs, or I should say in the original 20 years ago release had those beautiful spiky studs. That they're doing that again, except they're not as spiky. I think they're a little smoothed out. And then there is a lineup which is a whole nother new item they're adding on to the monogram line. And here's my favorite, and I'm absolutely getting this one. You guys, I don't know if I told you this in my past videos. I am now a Louis Vuitton VIC, so I get to order my items on January. I get to order my items before others. I'm actually the second, I think, level of VIC, so I get to put my order in right away, not here in a week. Here in 3 days, I get to put my 3 or 4 days, I get to put my order in, okay? I forget how many days. What day today, I forgot what day it is. Here in a few days, I get to put in my order. This is my number one item on my list that I gave to my client advisor. This is the Neverfull you guys. They're doing a Neverfull in white multicolor. Yay! I'm waiting for my black multicolor Neverfull, which is gonna come. I'm predicting it right now. Oh, by the way, oh my gosh, I forgot to say the best part. The Neverfull has that studded luggage tag with a little bow. It's so cute. I cannot wait, you guys. And then we have an on the go PM, which is too tiny in my opinion. You know, it's a trunk, by the way. It has 4 hard corners, trunk corners. And then we have a petite mall, which is a new item. These are all new, by the way. These weren't in the last January release at all. The Neverfull wasn't, the on the go PM wasn't. They released an on the go that was a I want to say wasn't it? There is a Speedy Soft Bandolier 30. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have my Speedy Soft 30 from the last January Murakami 20th anniversary celebration release. Of course, I reviewed this. Check out the video if you missed it. So this is the Soft Speedy in black multicolor, and now they're doing a white version of this soft one. It doesn't look so soft right now because I have it stuffed, obviously, with a special insert, a pillowy thing, the same shape as it. So yes, there is a white version of that exact thing. I am not getting it because I already got the not soft, the regular Speedy 25 from the last January release. Obviously, I have that. And of course, I have my Pochette Accessoire. I have my East West in black multicolor, Pochette Accessoire in white multicolor. I got a ton. I told you guys, I got a ton. Huge fan of Takashi Murakami Monogram. All right, so there's the Speedy Soft coming. If you guys missed the 25, you can get the soft version like this in white multicolor with the beautiful gold hard corners, like trunk corners. And then we have the same Alma BB they released. This one is not new. This was an item that was released last January with the 20th celebration release, okay? And of course, they also have this. If you don't want the larger soft in the white multicolor, then you can get this again. They're redoing the Speedy 25, which is not the soft, the regular version. And then they're doing an all in BB, and then they're doing again this. So all in BB was not new. I think it was released last January. Also side trunk is not also new to this 150th anniversary re-release. This was released last January. The side trunk with the white leather, not the vachette looking leather. Oh, you know what, you guys? I just realized something. The vachette in the white multicolor is not treated. So it's the same as these. It's going to be the patinaing vachette. Okay, so maybe not so much. Maybe they're trying to keep it cohesive, or my prediction may not be true. They're not testing the audience. I don't know, you guys, but I think there's a good chance they're testing us to see if we like the treated vachette. They may be doing the regular vachette in the new 150th re-release because they want to keep it cohesive. I don't know. All right, and then they have the vanity chain pouch, which they did last January as well. So there's that. There's the Nano Speedy, which they already did last January. Pochette accessoire, which I also bought right here from the last January released right there. She's there, and then getting released again. There is now a Victorine wallet. Now I bought the Rosalie. I bought the Rosalie from the last January release. Now there's a Victorine. Now I'm really tempted because I have the Victorine in black multicolor, you guys, and Victorine is the wallet that I am a huge fan of. Huge fan of the Victorine wallet than the Rosalie wallet, but I want to now almost keep the Rosalie and not buy the Victorine because just to have a different silhouette, you know. What do you guys think? Should I buy this white multicolor Victorine and give up my Rosalie, or keep Rosalie, not buy the Victorine, or keep both? I don't know. Buy this and keep both? Let me know down in the comment section. There is a Pochette Clay in white multicolor, which I'm so excited for because I love that. I have the black version, obviously, from the last January release, because like I told you guys, I bought a ton, and I will actually turn my camera and I will show you guys the drawer here. Right here, I'll insert a clip of my SLG drawer full of my white and black multicolor and other items. Anyway, my other Monogram ones are in the drawer below that. All right, then there is also a the Romy card holder. They're re-releasing. The January had it too, but January version had like, so this is only that kawaii pink version. The January release, there was the white multicolor with the pink, white multicolor with the green, white multicolor with the blue. I don't think they're doing that anymore. I think they're only releasing the pink version this time because that's what people like. And then there's the Porte Cartes card holder. They're releasing that again, which I might consider. I already have the other card holder, the white multicolor I got from last January release. There is a passport cover. I think that was released last January, but I'm buying this item, by the way. I'm buying this item. They're also releasing a Lisa wallet. So the Lisa wallet that I have in cherry here, this version, they are releasing that in a white multicolor, which is really cool. I do like the Lisa wallet as well, but I only need 1 or 2 wallets. I'm not going to get everything. Why am I missing the full-size wallet? Okay, so this is the European version. So some items that are released here that are not released in the Europe, and some of them are. Here, let me show you. There is also, so I'm looking at the US version of the Lookbook now, and I'm seeing that in the US version, more items here actually. So I'm seeing that in the US, they're going to release the full white monogram wallet, which I'm going to buy. By the way, last time I regretted not buying that. And also in the US, they seem to be releasing more bags. They're releasing the wallet on chain IV in white multicolor in the US, it looks like. And they're releasing a slim multicolor trunk, not just the side trunk. Also here in the US, it seems. Okay, that's kind of weird. Okay. So they're not releasing some of the items in the Europe because here in the US, we're bigger fans of Takashi Murakami. All right, you guys, it looks like in the US, they're releasing more of that green items. I'm seeing the pochette accessoire in the green monogram leather. I am seeing the pocket LV something or the other in green. And I am seeing more bags here in the US going to be released, okay? So that's kind of crazy. And in the US, they're going to be releasing another slim card holder that opens like a book, that almost looks like the Hermes, what do you call, coin pouch? What is it called? I forget its name. They're releasing the Alma Travel bag, Alma Travel TM, essentially like a travel version of a giant version of the Alma. They're releasing the Horizon 55. There is going to be also a Keep All 45 white multicolor, which was released last January, I believe. Was it the 50 they released last January? So now there's a 45. There's going to be a toiletry bag that's really cute. There's going to be a Nice in white multicolor in the US, and there's going to be a toiletry pouch 19, which I'm buying, by the way. I'm getting that for sure because I have the black multicolor one. I want the white version now. I do have the cosmetic pouch in the white, so I'm not getting that this time because I already have that. And of course they're doing also that white cosmetic pouch PM. There's also going to be a Neverfull woof, they call it, for the little puppies. For you, it's essentially a Neverfull with a little open corner for your puppy, okay? And then there is a Horizon 55 in white multicolor. There's going to be a toiletry bag in white multicolor. There's going to be a giant Alma Travel bag, large GM size one. There's going to be a toilet pouch 19 in white multicolor. I'm definitely going to get that one because I have the black version, and I'm definitely getting that. There is a Nice BB in white multicolor. There's a Keep All 45 in white multicolor with trunk corners. Was it the 50 they released in January? I can't remember. There's a cosmetic pouch GM and a cosmetic pouch PM in that GM size silhouette. Same silhouette, okay? And they also have super flat, by the way. They have super flat Keep All 45. They have Horizon 55 in super flat print. Oh, and I'm also seeing in the travel section that there's going to be a Keep All 45 trunk in that monogram canvas, and there's going to be a Keep All 45 in the monogram canvas in beige. There's going to be a pochette cosmetic pouch PM in the monogram in beige. There's going to be a cosmetic pouch PM in monogram pink. Yeah, oh guys, you guys, there's a ton of stuff, okay? And then there's a whole ton of hard-sided trunks. There's a Mall Cabine 80 there in, like, you know, monogram canvas. There is a Courrier Lozine trunk in beige. There's a beautiful, like, round luggage that's really very much like a vintage looking, you know what I mean? There is like this little Sournier boxes in the pink versions. There's there's gonna be a Speedy trunk, which is like a weird silhouette here in Speedy trunk 20. Oh wow, so there's gonna be a Speedy trunk 20 Speedy 20 trunk. There's gonna be a coffret in white multicolor with hard sides. Oh wow, that Speedy 20 is very hard. It's like a hard-sided one. It's under hard-sided stuff. There's a coffret 8, which is huge. There is a music trunk. There is a Mall Vendome, which like a vanity set basically. There is the pyramid of coffrets, like the Mall Pyramid. There's going to be a Courrier Lozine in 110 size. Then we got shoes, okay? Now we've got the sneakers in ballerina sneakers here in white multicolor. It's actually coming in black multicolor too, out of nowhere, very randomly. It's in black multicolor as well. Let me tell you, they're shadowing the black multicolor drop. I told you I'll tell you later. This says Q1 lookbook, so there's going to be a Q2, Q3, Q4 Murakami releases. They're going to wait and re-release basically all the Murakamis again. The black multicolor in probably Q2. The blossoms will be Q3. The cherries will be next winter. You got it. You know they're going to do it, okay? So don't worry. you haven't missed anything. All right, there is the flat mules. There is the white multicolor sneakers, the Converse ones basically here. And there's going to be 2 sets of heels. There's a mule pump in white multicolor. There's going to be another mule which doesn't have a strap, slingback, which is not a slingback. And then there's ballerina slippers. Darling G ballerina is what they're calling it. There are the trainers that they released last January. There's going to be a pool pillow comfort mule that they're releasing, which is new. There's going to be a new Métis belt pouch that's really cute looking. There is actually a Louis Vuitton belt that they're releasing in white multicolor. Several belts actually. Yeah, several different types of belts. Then they're also releasing a snow ski mask in white multicolor with pink front and frame. And then they're re-releasing the sunglasses, cat eye pink ones with white multicolor that they released last January. There's going to be a chain charm that a bag charm you can hang on it. I'm thinking about buying that. There are a couple of Vivienne bag charms that I'm thinking about getting. The second one, especially the Vivienne head. And then there's also Vivienne cuddle. Then there is a micro speedy, a bag charm basically. There's the dragon, key ring. There is going to be a lipstick case. Holy moly, there's a whole ton of stuff. And then there's a phone strap. There is a cute little Horizon AirPod case that is so cute that I want to get. There's a micro Alma bag charm. There is the regular key holder bag charm, which they also released last time. Now we're into jewelry. There's going to be a multicolor necklace. I'm tempted, very tempted. There's going to be a bracelet, couple of bracelets, actually, different types. There's a couple of initial bracelets. There's another chain bracelet here as well. There are barrettes, the hair clips. And then there is a document holder that's new that looks like almost like a first aid kit looking thing. There is the Agenda MM cover in white multicolor, which I'm buying, by the way. There's an Anna sunglasses pouch in white multicolor, which I'm buying, by the way. There is Gaston mouse pad, which is ridiculous. I'm not getting that. There is a little souvenir box, Martha box, they're calling it. There's the Jane notebook that they released last January. They're coming out with again. The pencil pouch, which was released last January. Now they're doing more of it. There is the cup, the Starbucks looking cup. They're releasing again. And then there's more bracelets here. Mini flow bracelet, which I might buy. There is the double Tour S-Lock bracelets, which looks badass too. There's even more confidential bracelets. There's a hat, a cap basically. There's a bucket hat in white multicolor. There is the scarf again they're releasing. Of course, the bandeaus, they're releasing 2 different kinds of bandeaus. There was the regular BB bandeau they released last January. They're releasing another type of bandeau. This is the Lavalier, they're calling it. I think that's a bandeau. And then there's the car 90 square silk scarf. There's a chalet scarf. There is scrunchies. There's the super flat scarf, which they're releasing again. There's the headband in white multicolor. There is a little fur muffler type thing in white multicolor. And perfumes, they're releasing Attrape Rêve in the pink monogram bottle. Elves perfume in beautiful pastel purple. Imagination in green. And then there's also the travel perfume holders in that powder blue or seafoam blue. There's the pink version as well. So yeah, there you guys, that is it. Those are all the items that Louis is releasing, or re-releasing I should say, with more add-ons this coming January. but you can pre-order on December 10th. Like I said, I'm ordering before that right now in a couple of days. I'm predicting right now, this lookbook says Q1. That means there'll be a Q2 drop in black multicolor. Trust me, there'll be a black multicolor Neverfull that I'm definitely buying. There's also going to be right after black multicolor in public Q2, which is going to be like March-ish. And then they're going to drop in the summertime the cherry blossoms again. I'm hearing the pink cherry blossom bags are coming back, which I'm going to buy. And then next winter, they're going to do cerise again, okay? They're doing the whole shebang again because some people missed out on it, and Louis wants to milk it for as long as for as much money as they can, okay? So that's definitely coming. What do you guys think? I'm buying a whole bunch. I didn't tell you everything I'm buying. I gave my client advisor a long list, you guys, and I cannot wait to get my hands on more of my multicolor items. You guys see my bag displays front and center is Louis. I have more shelves to the sides, but I've got drawers here full of Louis SLGs down here right below them. I'm telling you, I'm excited for this release. I am excited for a white multicolor Neverfull. My hope and dream is to add a black multicolor to my bag collection. I have all the other bags already. I want a black and white multicolor Neverfull to add to this Takashi Murakami collection, and a whole bunch more SLGs to add. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section. Have your client advisors told you anything more than I already know from my sources? I have several sources. Anyways, yeah, so I couldn't, share prices with you quite yet. I have the prices, but I don't want to go over it in this video. I will be bringing you, of course, more videos of it when it drops and everything else. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. You heard it here first. All this much information you got from me first, okay? So I am giving you all the knowledge you need to be prepared for the drops that are coming next year. All right, you guys, go ahead and put your orders in on December 10th, okay? I hope you get all the items you couldn't get from the last January drop or last March, throughout last year, throughout this year, the Takashi Murakami drops. You get to catch them all next year is the point. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Really helps me grow my community. Really helps me. Don't just say I'm going to just watch your videos and not show any support, you guys. I would really appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram and other social media. Next video, stay tuned, is going to be me putting my perfume closet away, getting my husband. You get to meet my husband, or those of you who are new to my channel, you get to meet my husband. I'm going to be putting my perfumes away in my newly built closet. There's a dedicated perfume closet inside the big closet, and I'll be putting all my perfumes away, and you get to watch us put them away. And my husband's going to tell you what he thinks of some of his favorite fragrances and some that he doesn't like. So that's going to be a really fun video. So stay tuned for that. I will see you guys in my next video.